Hello everyone, how are you doing? It's Lumen. I have an arena game here in the third seat, third seat, against Thomrun 373, Aspheric 584, and J 556603 rated 204. So it looks like I have the good seat at the table, but not by that much. Hello, Dr. Bois, Mortaz, Irwin. Hope you're all doing well. The interesting part of this pack is that there's a lot of wood. We have a forest owner, which I feel like gets played a lot, and a wood cart. Teacher's desk is like really, 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 really good though. So I'm gonna go with it. Brushwood collector is a lot more appealing with all this wood in the game. And I'm not a big enough fan of like a seducer first pick or pet lover. Like you could argue for ranch provost, pet lover, or brushwood. Those are all like reasonable enough. I think with all the wood in the game, Freemason's not a great choice. Unless we see soldier. This would be a hot soldier game. So do I want brushwood? Do I want pet lover, ranch provost, sculptor? I guess ranch provost is the fine pick here. Passing brushwood into a wood cart's not great, but with all the possible reed injectors in the set, I think it's a little early to speculate. Get a hay dryer. Don't usually say no to hay dryers. Woodcutter. Half as good as woodcart. Upscale lifestyle for the Freemason. Noted. Did I pass any big grain? I mean, I passed pet lover. Also, I've never noticed this before, but the beer keg art says lava on it. Maybe I have noticed it before. Have we talked about this before, how the beer keg says lava on it? Very confusing. We just need cow prints? Yeah, I mean, there's significant non-bow with this ranch provost hay dryer, but... yeah, okay. Maybe we have talked about it. Okay. Thanks for remembering. Glad someone could remember. Bricklayer is kind of interesting, but yeah, I'm picking hay dryer. Upscale is the risky pick. Try to do Freemason stuff. But I don't think I've seen enough Freemason support. So I'm going to take Beer Keg out of the draft. Without clear... oh, Jesus. How much wood is in this game? How much wood is in this game? I mean, do I want recycled brick? Not that much. The other thing which I was thinking about but didn't mention is that Ranch Provost giving wood as an Ock lets you play Teacher's Desk round 1. Yeah, this is okay. I don't think I get Stockman back. I would really like it, but... I had Barterer Teacher's Desk the first time we played. I mean, third pick Barterer. I think people know how good Barterer is. I mean, Aspheric started with this pack, so Aspheric's probably got something pretty strong. Just need Stock Protector. Counterpoint, I don't need Stock Protector. Gosh, if I picked Brushwood, I could be pretty rewarded here. Crops, I need crops. Give me crops. Also, no stew for whoever takes Seasonal Worker, right? Oh, Drinking Trough in a Ranch Provost. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh, to match the game I played with you. Gotcha. Yeah, this draft is different. Giving a day laborer person a stew is not my idea of fun. Abusing stock with Animal Reef showing. Oh, that's bad. I'm just gonna try to remember that Trough is in the game. I'm not sure I'm playing Ranch Provost. I don't have any plow help, so it does make me more inclined to Provost, but I think taking Stew out of the game is maybe more helpful. Agrarian Fences doesn't trigger Wood Barterer, which is unfortunate. Didn't see a Soldier, so I don't need this Freemason. Yeah, Freemason, I think I'd really want Soldier or Scholar in this game. Could have gone for some nutty Soldier stuff, but, I mean, the card didn't show up. But I was ready for it. Kind of. So I could take Forest Owner out of the game. The funny thing is, like, I want to be taking Ox I can actually play, given that I can play so many Ox. And, you know, like, electing to not play Ox is not exactly that. Could do a late Forest Owner, like, was it Thomrun who did that? Earlier this week and, like, got second place over me. I really don't know what to do here. Hey CS, what's my hate on Seducer? Okay, so Seducer's generally not that great. And you might not have seen the part of this draft where we had Woodcart show up and this Forest Owners I thought was going to get played by someone. So, I mean, obviously I Yeah, and if I pass the Forest Owner, I think it still might get played. Yeah, so in general, I mean, Seducer's very costly, right? And there's just so much wood in this game that generally, like, with Haydryer and Winter Caretaker and Wood Barterer, like, I kind of agree, but given the amount of wood in this game, I think that's the big deal. Bricklayer came back, which is fine for a teacher's desk. And Upscale is good with a lot of wood in the game. And I didn't think about that earlier. All I was thinking about Upscale for was early Reno with Freemason. Storehouse Keeper. Sure. I mean, when I can play a bunch of Ox, this looks fine. Game where someone ran away with it with Seducer and Lover, that's really hard to have enough farming stuff to support both. It could happen. Major Minor round 1, so I'm now hoping to get Ranch Provost first move. Looks like I will. Espheric going with a 3 wood open. Don't see that too often. Getting a Wood Barterer third in conjunction makes me think that this is Childless. I'm currently expecting Childless for Espheric, just on the basis of that alone. Not having to fight for Grow. I think my Ox are too good. Not going to show that right now. It could, of course, be something like Scales, but I'm going to assume it's Childless for now. Dang it. I guess 2 Clay is fine. Oh, and CS, because you haven't been here in a while. Welcome back. Glad to have you here. Somewhat new policy is that I have a no backseating request, which basically means that I don't want to get strategy advice pertaining to like specific sequences of moves or options. So like once I no longer have the ability to do something, that's when it's like safe. I'm actually just gonna play a Teacher's Desk here. I don't think I want 2 wood. Things have been going pretty good. I'm solidly in the top 10 for Arena, which I'm happy about. How have things been going in your Play Agricola world? Alright, and we have Thomron plowing here. So there's 6 good actions this round. I am going third, but I do have Major Minor Ock, which is a decent move. My only playable improvements right now are baseboards and agrarian fences. Actually, baseboards isn't even playable. I guess I could play Upscale Lifestyle, but I can't renovate. I could get the wood to clay to conversion. Actually, how bad is that? How bad is... Three wood to 5 clay and pay a food for an Ock. How bad is that here? Espheric played interim storage on start player. It wasn't even like Scales. We have social benefits. You don't see that card played too much. Means Jay doesn't want to They're probably... Gosh, what do I actually do here? They did just play Outskirts. So are they just going to Outskirt next round? I'm going to play Storehouse Keeper. And do the clay conversion. Because I want clay, and I don't think I'm getting it next move. I think that's the right move here. Very weird. Thomron playing a Plowman at the end of round 2. But I think Outskirts is happening. That is, I think J55 is going to spend both their moves to take 4 clay, 2 reed, 2 wood. Oh, and they're not. They're just going to Ock a Sculptor. I'm fine with this. Because now what do I get to do? I get to bricklayer the clay oven. Not that that was my intended priority here. But this clay is super useful for, like, major improvements. And major improvements let me Ock. Gotta get that food on hollow, indeed, Grumbleguts. Thomron goes for the clay. I mean, I would like to have Bricklayer... Wait, yeah, I am just playing Bricklayer ahead of Wood Barterer. Hey, what's up, Savior? Is Ferric taking 3 food because they played interim storage and haven't taken Reedstone food? Oh, Major Minor for a fireplace? Really? I think I still just take 3 wood. This is a little sketchy now. It's not that bad, but it's a little sketchy. The absolute nerve. Unbelievable. Yeah, so the issue here is well, there was a danger of Thomron starting player into Major. I don't know for what exactly. Also, this social benefits is very sus. I do indeed have a teacher's desk this game. What you missed is that I've already played Upscale Lifestyle just for the wood to clay conversion. Also, there's a zillion wood in this draft. Is Ferric taking the other 3 food, now making it pretty imperative I get Major Minor. So I am just going to do that first. Jay, I assume, takes Reedstone. Or Outskirts to Hollow here. They do want 1 more food exactly. Yeah, so if I take Reedstone, I think Thomron just takes Hearth and Sheep, because Jay is out of actions. So I need to get Hearth now, or not Hearth now, Oven now. Teacher's Desk is similar in power to Begging Student. It's not too far off. The stats I analyzed didn't put it at that high of a level, but yeah, not. It's definitely up there. So playing Bricklayer first could be wrong compared to Wood Barterer, but Aspheric already has the room parts, so I'm just gonna go for a bit more overall value here. It is childless? Okay. I guess I just take 2 read here. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I had already considered Childless to be out of the picture once it was start with interim storage, but Aspheric taking the 2 read with the clay just did not ring any bells at all. I mean, it's so food negative. Yeah, you have to major a lot, but I mean, you can set yourself up for that. Round 1 start implied childless to you, fair enough. Yeah, I don't know why I just kind of whiffed on it. Thomron does read the situation correctly. Start players in order to get 6+1 wood. Gets a food from Crackweeder. Yeah, and J55 has extra wood and a clay from social benefits, right? So it's early grow. At least the childless gets hit a bit here. And I think early grow's still overall good for me. Aspheric with their free action goes for Reedstone instead of the clay. Yeah, we are getting a grow this round, either from Aspheric or J55. Thanks. Gotta play that parlor. Only chumps ignore their room building helpers. I dare you to skip growth this round, Aspheric. Why'd you waste a move on Sculptor? It wasn't a wasted move. It got them the food on Hollow, which let them outskirts the 4 wood with a 2 read bonus and get them a food which let them socially benefit. Not wasted at all. Kappa. Thomron takes the Hearth, which means Well, isn't J55 taking the sheep here? I don't think J55 had enough wood to build and then grow with Parlor. Okay, so I have a move of freedom here, though Storehouse Keeper isn't available, unfortunately. I mean, Reed, Food, Grain, Stone looks amazing right now. Major's not available, which also sucks a little. But I could take stack 5 clay. I'm so excited. Trying to think of anything I could do besides taking 5 clay right now, and I can't figure it out. This is enough clay to build the expensive hearth and reno a 5-room house, so that's possible. Among other things. I can play my stew for free. Yeah, that's maybe enough. Oh, I see. That's what you're thinking, Xavier. I am gonna grow with stew. There are situations where I'm taking day labor second action here, I think. Reedstone I would take. Thomrun says no. 4 wood goes. That was another of the things I was considering. I think I am just day laboring here. It's a 6 food action. The 6 food doesn't come immediately, and I would really like it to come immediately, but can't always get what you want. I don't think Hearth Ock is good enough. I thought about it, but the food tempo is a little too good. And there's like 2 other cookeries in play, so 2 sheep isn't super defendable. Woodworker comes out. If I don't take the 2 reed, then Thomrun probably will. Oh, they could take sheep. I'm gonna say I don't have enough room to mess around here. As good as the board looks now, it probably looks a little better next round. And I am still 1 food short, but, you know, third action can just be day labor again. Thomrun building the well. Yeah, I don't like this at all compared to a double build. For them. I mean, for me, it's good. Ispheric starts for the 6 wood, and then gets another action. Hand plow is fine. Maybe 2 reed and a future clay. Clay comes in next round. Could be 2 reed here from Ispheric. Gonna go to Ock instead. It's their second dock, and it's Task Artisan. Whoa. So that's a second pick Task Artisan. I'm going to just go ahead and assume. We have a Mining Hammer. Their food is dubious. I mean, it wouldn't be as dubious if they just... I don't know. There's no pressure on the well. That's a factor that's pretty important in my opinion. So J55 could outskirts, but Cops is maybe best for them if they're looking for social benefits. Because that extra food from Hollow doesn't actually help them. Also, the read is a lot in an early growth game with Parlor, though, again, Outskirts fixes that. Wow, they take 2 stone and a grain. I think it probably has to be the read. Kinda wish it didn't have to be. Oh, there was also a layabout in this draft, by the way. Yeah, I think this round needs to be Reed, Food, Barterer, Hearth, or something like that. I would guess that Thomrun has the wood cart. Sack cart's good in a game with a lot of wood. Or do I play baseboards for tactical reasons? Yeah, if Thomrun does something really wild, like not building, then... baseboards could be a killer here. Did I consider a different food move than traveling players? Yes. But I went with the flexibility to play baseboards on Major Minor instead of Hearth with an Ock. Because situations where Thomrun doesn't build, then I get to grow instead of Thomrun in round 8. Given Aspheric is starting, I still actually might need to play baseboards to guarantee I can build ahead of Aspheric. Yeah, that's what's happened. This 4 food immediately was necessary in order to play Barterer and baseboards. Yeah, Day Laborer is more net food. 6 instead of 4, and I want bottom feeding to build up because I'm not doing amazing on my own here. But yeah, I think this is like 2 very unusual times to play these passing minors for me on Major Minor for... So the other thing I could have done is Reno and build clay rooms. You know what I forgot? And I absolutely should have done this on Reno. Is for some reason I blanked that I have Bricklayer out and saving clay on rooms. The other passing miner was Upscale Lifestyle. We played that one in round 1 for the 3 wood to 5 clay conversion. No, not round 1, round 2. Yeah, forgetting I had food on, yeah, rough. Yeah. Bricklayer to build in clay. Yeah, thanks for not saying it. I do appreciate that. Genuinely. Okay. Grove's still happening, even though... Well, you could still, hop to something. Aspheric didn't take Reedstone. I mean, that is a lot of clay over there, and 8 clay. Taking the sheep market, fair enough. Alright, I'm not going to build here. That just makes mine and Thomrun's actions worse. I don't need that in my life right now. So take this opportunity to storehouse keep. Then probably build and Day Labor are the other 2 moves this round. I guess there's a small amount of fear of Aspheric taking the Hearth. It's not a big fear, but... We have a livestock feeder. Also, pigs came out. Where's Woodcart? Yeah, I mean, that's probably what the livestock feeder is partially for. Yeah, I said earlier, I think Thomrun has it. No guarantee that I get the pigs if I go for them. I mean, I could Reno and start player, but I'm not doing that. Okay, if Aspheric does something wild like build stables, I don't care. I'm gonna go with the theory that I'm not getting the pigs even if I want them. I think Aspheric is fencing. Pottery? Please don't be Hearth. Please be Pottery. Alright, now that it's the one I wanted it to be, or I was hoping it was, why did Aspheric Reno? Do they need the food? Also, do I need to build? I mean, I might as well do it now, if I'm growing next round. Yeah. Yeah, Stu's actually been great for me here. I could have built a stable to, threaten the pigs, but I'm pretty sure that's not happening. I think Aspheric's just taking the pigs now. To be fair, I mean, getting the stable on Mining Hammer, then being able to take the pigs and not having too much pressure on fences makes some sense. It's actually a pretty good min-max there. I mean, all you have to dodge is like me or J55 fencing 4. Doesn't seem too likely. Oh, nice outskirts here. I guess this is another reason I needed to build last round and I didn't think about it. Hey, Kung Ming. Stu, Storehouse Keeper. Yeah, the Clay Oven was a stage 1 food boost because I've been teacher's desking. Alright, what are my moves here? If I run Major Minor Ock, that costs an extra food. I can grow Beer Keg. Right. I'm 2 clay short of a room, so taking 1 clay on Storehouse Keeper doesn't help. Hey, Spade. Yeah, I have some good cards. It's a very woody draft. And we got early growth. Good old +3 wood on your wood actions. Seems fun. Aspheric plowing here before fencing. I think that's reasonable enough. J55's probably just building 2 rooms. I don't have to grow immediately because J55 is out of actions. There isn't any reno pressure, there isn't any expensive hearth pressure. There's also the question, should I just take expensive fireplace because that solves my room parts issues? And the answer is probably yes. It saves me a clay action. It saves me an improvement that I can play. It means I can bump the fireplace to a hearth. I don't actually want hay dryer yet. It doesn't hurt. Think I have enough food for winter caretaking? Are we not BMW? That's a bit borderline backseaty, Hades, so please be careful about suggestions like that. I've thought about it, but it's not like it'll show up maybe, but nobody played the brushwood collector that was in the draft, and even though there's an outskirts, it's not being used a ton. Thomron's gonna sow. Wait. Yeah, they have to eat that veggie, and they're getting one back with one food back with Crackweeder, so they're fed off of eating a veggie. Not the most efficient thing. Generally, if I'm on 3 rooms in an early growth game, I'd want to be doing a little better than what Thomron's at right now. Aspheric doing the big pasture. If they have drinking trough, I'll have to think about that as a possibility. Alright, I could do the maximum beer keg conversion. What a dark temptation that is. I can always convert these grain into points later. I'm not going to get baited. This is about to be the last round where I can get maximum stew. Just a small thing to be aware of. Wood piles are all at 3, stones at 3. I could build and start, but it's a little late to try to start. I think I'm okay playing Forest Owner this game. I think I'm happy enough to play Forest Owner this game. So I might do Hearth upgrade Forest Owner at some point. Haydryer maybe is better. I should fence. I need to fence. Ooh, Grumblegot's with the opportunity cost explanation for why it cost a food. Yeah, fair enough. Is Ferric opening on 3 wood, huh? Okay. Plow. Yeah, I was looking at Plow. I'm looking at 2 sheep right now. Not a super impressive action, to be fair. But 3 stone is probably where it's at. That's a stone oven. If anyone else threatens to build... Oh, gosh. What do we... How much do I care? Five clay and a wood next round. That's nice. That gives us Ferric enough wood to build 3 stables. They do have a mining hammer, but they are a little short on reno parts. J55 is growing early, 1 move early. Shifting cultivation. Love getting past miners here. I should probably take 3 wood. What else do I want to do? I want a stone oven Ock. And I want a day laborer. But I can just read stone food, stone oven forest owner, and then take forest owner. Or should I be day laboring? Resource market is just better than day labor as long as I'm building stone oven. Thomrun getting in on the fence game. Though I was expecting them to take wood one more time, given I have played Provost, but they are a little short on actions. Whoa. Interesting fence 13. I guess this is still Provost friendly. Potentially. Ooh, the hearth gets taken. So now I can't stone oven Ock. If J55 doesn't take food, then I think they might need food badly enough to where they don't grow first action next round. Wait, if I'm just preparing to reno, what am I even renoing with? Should I just day labor build here? Not getting the hearth is a little surprising, honestly, but I wasn't looking at his Ferric's food situation closely enough. Yeah, I am just day labor building, I think. Start for cows. And sheep. Bam! Or pigs. Who's to say? Not building stables with this action is a little sad, but it just means I have one more wood barterer I can do, which is far from the end of the world. Could build one stable here. Doesn't feel very productive. Task Artisan is really good. For a single furrow sowing a grain stage 4, it could be better. Big field. Aw, taking pigs. I guess it's... Are they realizing that Spheric has pigs already? Yeah, the sheep are probably better for feeding. Being the barterer on 5 actions and having this forest owner in hand, it is going to be a bit of a sad haydryer. Probably looking to take single cow next stage. Though I could maybe try to find a way to play it this stage. Alright, Stone Oven is being threatened. Maybe. Maybe not. Not sure what that's about. J55 is indeed hungry. Didn't come here to not grow. Yeah, again, I'm not a fan of passing shifting cultivation before round 13, usually. I'll take it here, though. Obviously, granulation's already been taken, but... Ooh, and the livestock feeder coming in and grabbing the pigs as well. Spheric starting. Again, there is a layabout in this game. And it's looking like J55 probably has it. I don't know, they might have grown. Sowing the grain also doesn't make sense if you're layabout. Yeah, ignore what I said. That doesn't make enough sense. They're just going fishing. I'm gonna play Forest Owner, Stone Oven here. And then take wood and day labor. Bam. Round 11 Forest Owner coming in. Bake all these. I don't need to use no beer keg. I have 12 of my last 21 food that I need. Oh, layabout is there. Why did you sew? Okay. Maybe it's actually 6 of the last 21 what I need. Food I need. I've decided I don't care about forest games. If J55 takes forest, I think I'm fine with that. They take Reedstone. A little interesting. And is 5 food my best action right now? I'll say yes. Yeah, now I'm seriously considering Basket Maker's Workshop, but I think I need like a 3 stone and a reed stone to get there, right? One cow is a pretty important grab. Start player next round, not 12 but 13 for cultivation, is going to be really good with these veggies that I'm winter caretakering. Yeah, food math is a little complicated. So I have 11 if I buy all the veggies. Maybe I don't need to buy all the veggies, but that means I can actually sow a grain and get a point that way. I'll just keep buying veggies. I have a fireplace. Urgent Wish flips, which is not what I want to see, being on 5 people already. This could go a few ways. I'm expecting Urgent to be the first move here. It would be pretty weird if it wasn't. Then J55 could definitely do some outskirts shenanigans. I don't know what they'd do with the 6 clay besides take it off the table, but the option's there. Just going forward into 6 wood seems reasonable enough. And what's funny is I just don't care enough right now. If they take wood, I probably just use Barterer. They are taking the hollow. Does come with the food. Does come with the food. But like literally all the cookery, like all the majors that cost clay are gone. Are they realizing that the clay does nothing? True nothings. Nope. Cow, plow, or fence. Those are my best options right now. Plow, reedstone, cow. Maybe I should just build BMW and Ock and try to wood barterer for my stone reno instead of teacher's desk. Yeah, let's go with that. If J55 doesn't reno BMW here, then I'll go for it. Hey KLJ, why those 7 fences there? Good question. Basically, I'm trying to stay flexible for the sake of Ranch Provost. I have yet to decide if I want 2 fields or 4, and I think this stays flexible enough. Aspheric grabs reedstone. So Aspheric's looking to renovate. Saves them 2 wood if they can renovate with their mining hammer, but alright. No BMW. I'm okay with that. I will survive. Cow or plow? Thomron has shifting cultivation, and they didn't play it. You have a vote for plow. I think getting a cow in is more important. I am not convinced enough that Thomron or Aspheric feel pressure on plows. Also, if I only want 2 fields, I don't feel pressure on plows either. Like, I'm a little more afraid of Forest Owner being taken compared to the Plow, actually. It's kind of funny. But also true. Like, what's Thomrun gonna do with the Plow? Wouldn't they rather have 5 food? Or some stables? I guess they don't want a stable yet. Like, I'm trying to get Plow and 5 food here. I think taking bottom feeding's okay. I am close enough to fed, I'll claim. I could build stables, though that would require me committing to a ranch provost option. I mean, there's not too much more time to build stables, so maybe I should just send it. There's 3 more fencing spots in the game. Reed. Ouch. Okay. I'm not laughing because it's like good or bad. I'm laughing because of how unexpected that was. Alright, I'm not doing the math exactly. I think... I'm not gonna, like, redo the math in my head, but I think this is enough to perfectly feed me. With 2 hay dryers, eating one of them, getting a reed stone for the grain. Stables and provost. I think it's good enough. Also, if I don't go for 4 fields, I don't feel the need to sow. Which is pretty cool. But I might for a food later, if food ends up being an issue. Spheric with a cultivation here. It does give them garden hoe, stone clay. Grove looking funny. Yeah, KLJ, you do have to, like, that's an Agricola skill, right? You have to realize when the economy is completely wacko. And adapt accordingly. That's one of the ways Agricola is really tough as a game. Okay, so it is time to take the pigs, if I want them. Let's see. It's also stables time. It's also don't get fence blocked time, though with 2 people having fenced already, that feels safer. Thomrun doesn't even have clay to reno with. These pigs are not breeding unless I build stables this round. So stables come with 2 food. Alright, what do I want to get done? Okay, going 4th. That's fun news. Spheric instantly on the 3 stone. Hopefully J55 doesn't take the stone. Then I'd be in trouble. Well, am I in trouble? How much trouble am I in? I really want to take sheep right now, but Reedstone I need to take at some point for the grain. It is only a 1 sheep point difference. I need to play Hay Dryer. Oh my god. I have fencing outs. I kind of need to build stables here. But I'm going to say Aspheric would rather have sheep. This is breaking nicely. My fencing out is Agrarian Fences. I'm not actually sure I'll need it. With Thumb Run, I'm now forcing the stables issue really hard. Aspheric is seemingly giving up on the stables, which, well, no, that's not true. They need to do this regardless. This opens up a Reno slot. Yeah, this is breaking very, very well for me here. Aspheric spending time to play Stockman is just kind of making my game here. I have 2 actions. I can actually take sheep and cow, or I can take sheep and forest owner. Ooh, storeroom's nice. Sarek has a lot of points, but some of those are fake. Okay, what do I have time for is an interesting question. Time to count my actions. I should have been doing this earlier. I have 7 actions left this game. Reno, fence, cow, sheep. I guess the timing of the actions matters a lot. Thomron's open stables. Espheric takes urgent wish. J55 probably Reedstones. Giving me time to take wood before fencing. Wood, stone... Is J55 gonna... Which action is J55 gonna take? Which Reno action? I don't care too much. Definitely need to click that think button. I think taking a forest owner is non-negotiable. The wood tempo is very important. Am I really benching Haydryer? I've done other weird moves this game. Why can't I bench Haydryer? Wood, fence, stone, Reno. I have time for all of those. The sheep are harder for me to get. Freaking benched Haydryer this game. Spheric having to eat pigs is not great for them. I could still get screwed over by Drinking Trough. Forgot about that one. But I'm gonna say it's not worth worrying about. I think I have enough time to do everything. Thomron correctly builds stables first. And snags 2 cows. Just gonna eat them instead of holding everything first. Yeah, they can hold everything, so they should technically not eat them yet. Okay, I need wood, but there's 4 actions where I can get the wood I need. This Reedstone could have been a bonus point, or could have been worth a point for food and or grain reasons, but J55 shuts it down. Sowing, I think, is a point of food. I don't really care. I think I take wood now. Spheric mostly just needs food, I think. So I'm not exactly sure what they're doing besides taking sheep and food with their last 3 actions. Oh, I guess they have pottery to attend to. Sheep, clay, and then clay or food. They'll be fine. They might eat a couple points of raw grain. Oh, you can't eat too much raw grain. That storeroom says you can only eat 1 grain, actually. Yeah, Spheric has feeding issues. Well, no, that's not true. Spheric can eat 2 grain and a veg. It's not great for a Spheric in the food zone. I'm looking at Spheric's food. Are you asking me about what my concerns with Thomrun are? I wasn't thinking Thomrun had enough points. They ate 1 more cow. Is that what you're asking about? I don't know what they're doing with their animal situation either. They just didn't rearrange with livestock feeder first. That's what you're probably pointing out. Yeah, that is definitely an odd one. They missed their rearrange. And that cow is a point. Yeah, they should have just rearranged. Bit of a delay, gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna take a stone. I don't really see enough reason to sow here. The reason would be because I squeeze an extra point that way, maybe. But I think this gives me a better... Taking stone now gives me a better chance of hitting Ren Fence, which is what I want. Just having tempo on... Well... Maybe this tempo doesn't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter. Is this trough? Taking 2 points away from me? No, okay. It's not trough. They ate a cow because bottles. Though they had an extra pig. 1 pig was barely not enough food. So I guess they had to eat a cow either way, maybe? Okay. Well, it's not drinking trough. Which means my fence action is worth like 10 points and my Reno's 5. So I should be winning by like 4 or 5 by the end of this game. Nice. They have a crack weeder. Oh, they do have a crack weeder. So they just ate a cow point for no reason. It does look like they are solidly in second either way, so it doesn't look like it'll affect the outcome, but it is a very interesting sequence of animal arrangements that Thomrun did in the last round or two here. Spheric still maybe thinking about their best food and points combination. Well, points combinations because of food. They already have a clay to eat, but the hollow is, 2 points and 2 tiebreak resources. That storeroom really complicates their food. Otherwise, there isn't anything better than 3 food on the board, so I guess they could bake 2 grain. That might be their best move, honestly, because they might be agnostic enough about the 4 clays. I mean, J55 probably doesn't want it. I definitely don't want it. If Aspheric doesn't sow, and J55 does Ren Fence, then I do take sow. That veg would be a point of storeroom if Aspheric didn't have to eat. Maybe it still might be a point of storeroom. Their storeroom makes the feeding math really awkward. Tharman saying in chat, asking why Aspheric didn't fence block. Zero fences available? Or is Thamrun saying don't renovate? No, just missed that there were 0 fences available. Good one. So Ren Fence Grain. Is good enough. Okay, cool. I guess I could have gone for grain first. But it doesn't matter. This guarantees I get like a point or 2 on this move. I don't actually know which one it is because of food math that I haven't done in my head yet. Like the opportunity cost of sowing a grain versus getting a bonus veggie for not needing to buy. Aspheric with a 5 clay action. I find that very amusing. What's J55 got here? Village Peasant. Nice 3-point Village Peasant there. Ren Fence, still very safe. Pig is also a point. But I'll play nice, because it won't matter. Indeed, that's 2 upscales that don't involve renovating. That's how much wood there was this game. The table built all but 2 of their fences. Ten stables. Above average amount of wood rooms, I think. And upscale got played twice for the wood to clay conversion. That's how much wood there was this game. I really liked this, this Forest Owner late. This worked out really good. Haydryer on the bench. Some kind of situations we found ourselves in. Thanks, Erwin. Yeah, this was definitely an interesting one in a lot of ways. Round 1, round 5 were both really good flips for me. Can't ignore that. Cannot ignore that. The tactics in the endgame broke my way a couple times. I think being seated behind the weakest player at the table also helped me in the growth queue. So I have a lot to be considering myself lucky about, but definitely adapted to situations I was put in. We had a very strong teacher's desk, so thanks to Mortaz. Yeah, Naked Stew. No Haydryer. Ignore Wood Barterer for first build. Late Forest Owner. Baseboards and Upscale Lifestyle played on Major Minor. Teacher's Desk played on Major Minor. Beer Keg used once for the food conversion only, and it helped. Yeah, lots of unusual moves. Alright, for no particular reason, I'm gonna eat these beer. Wait. Forgot I could do this. Yeah, I'll end with 2 grain, 5 veggies. Sure. Hey, Aspheric, GG. Your food, unfortunately, ran out towards the end. And, yeah. That endgame broke very well for me. Stockman ended up being a bit of your undoing. You think Renoing win 13 was a mistake? I mean, you got 6 net points out of that, if you think about Renoing an Urgent Wish. Maybe it puts you in second instead of third, but I think that lets Thomron win. I don't think you win, but it might get you second instead of third. It might knock me down far enough. But that Stockman, like spending the move to play Stockman really hurt you, I think, too. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, I forgot to set up the gamble, but that's a lot of time. I did take a lot of actions. And I did, like, have back-to-back moves where things weren't obvious either. I counted out my sequences a lot, so... I'm just making excuses. It might have been, like, 27 or 28 if I was playing without streaming. I wish streaming didn't add 12 minutes to my game time. That's not good form. Feel like I should be doing better than that. Why does streaming add 12 minutes to my game? Can I not explain my moves when it's other people's turn? Am I not capable of that? The overs would have made bank indeed, Trey. That's the Kane game. If it was async, you would have probably thought about the final moves for an hour. Yeah, the end game was pretty tactically dense there, which is a good thing in terms of just having a quality, deep, strategic game. Though, yeah, because I've got enough experience with this stuff, I can piece possibilities together quicker. But if it was async and you don't have thousands of games under your belt, then taking an hour to look at it makes a ton of sense. Like, I'm pretty sure I have done similar things maybe quite a while ago, but yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to consider there, and looking at it for a long time can make it more clear. I did have several rounds where I had to sit down and predict 15 actions to figure out which line to take. Yeah. Oh no, Erwin, I'm not saying I wouldn't do the explanations. It's just that, am I explaining before I click confirm in a way I can control? Yeah, no, I'm not saying I'm gonna stop explaining things to be quicker. I'm saying, can I kill dead time somehow? Or is it really just having to talk out my thought process, which adds 12 minutes in 44 actions? Like, that's 20 seconds in action. This is just an estimate, but, like, I'm fairly consistently between, like, 19 and 24 minutes in my own games. So, like, I'm saying my guess if I was playing this one on my own with the same results-ish, it would have taken me, like, 28 minutes, which is not 40. And I would like to, you know, not waste 3 people's time for 12 minutes. That's not a lot, but still, like, I could maybe be doing a little better in that respect. Anyway, a fun game with tons of moves that weren't typical. Probably gonna send this one in the very delayed YouTube queue. It's probably worth putting up there. 33 wood from cards. 7 wood from the board. Imagine taking wood on the board. 44 actions, 7 wood taken from board. That's funny. 22 food from board, 21 from cards. 18 food from grain, nice. I guess the beer keg doesn't count. As a newer player, you tend to rush into an action too soon. That can definitely happen, yeah. Alright, cool game. I gotta head off, but thanks all for joining me for this one. It was a fun time, and I will see you all either tomorrow or next week or whenever you feel like it.